Bellevue Square by Michael Redhill is today's book review. I didn't know much about this book. It won the Gillian Prize for Best Canadian Book or whatever. That wasn't the thing that made me want to read the book, however. I wanted to read the book simply for the concepts. The concept is that Jean Mason owns a little shop called Bookshop in Toronto, and one of her regulars comes in and she has a game where she tries to guess the G in his name because he's got the credit card. And however, he swears that he's seen her at the market 2 hours earlier. And she goes, that's preposterous. I've been in the bookshop this whole time. It gets to the point where he freaks out at her when she denies it. And, usually she doesn't have any weird conversations with people like this. However, another woman enters the bookshop and also says that she saw her at the market. So now there's two sightings of a doppelganger for Jean. So Jean decides that she needs to maybe, investigate because, two different people have said that there's someone who they swear is her. So Jean goes to this park, Bellevue Square, and the park is dirty. It's full of, weirdos, mental patients, junkies, regular people too. However, she starts sitting on a bench and just sort of keeping an eye out, sort of staking out the place. She also becomes friends with all of the parkies, she calls them, like people in the park. She'll give them $1 or $2 to keep an eye out for her doppelganger. Some people are humoring her. However, Jean's husband and her 2 sons aren't aware of this. Her husband is an ex-cop who got into stock trading, and her sons are, there. However, this book takes an interesting turn because it starts off as a sort of thriller when the parkies start disappearing. However, the book quickly shifts into another sort of subgenre, and it almost feels like a David Lynch book. David Lynch movie that you're reading, because the movie just shifts all over the place and you're unsure of who's telling the truth and who's not, and it goes in really interesting ways. I enjoyed it. It was a fast read for me. The book is told in the perspective of Jean, though. She gets a little wordy at times, but I didn't mind it. It was a quick read for me. I definitely recommend Bellevue Square by Michael Redhill.